Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Random Pets LaBARKatory Challenge, where we are here with what I hope will be an extremely amazing crossbreed between a panda. And are you people prepared for this? I know you're prepared for this. You know what's coming. From the title, you should already know how much I love alliteration. So we're gonna have a panda and a Pomeranian! Look at this little one! Look at this little guy! Isn't he so fluffy and so cute? And I have to see what happens if these two end up having babies. We just have to do it. But thank you guys so much for all of your amazing suggestions on the different crossbreeds that we should be having. I think we're going to be able to fill the lab up with so many of our mixed and matched animals. I just don't really see an end in sight. And last time I did say we were going to do a panda and a chihuahua, but I have to say, friends, I started to go for the chihuahua, and as I was scrolling to pick out the perfect chihuahua to bring into the lab and mix their genes together with our panda, I ended up bumping into this Pomeranian, and my little mind was like, panda plus Pomeranian. It's alliteration. I love it. But if you guys do want to end up seeing a panda and a chihuahua, then do let me know in the comments, and we will definitely have to try some more crossbreeds, because I think that our very easygoing panda Gwen really wouldn't mind having a few more babies. Gwen is extremely lazy, but also extremely good at being the motherly type, which is quite good because normally pandas, they're not really known for being like the best parents, believe it or not. One of the things that pandas really struggle with is that if they have two babies, they'll often just pick one and raise just the one. So you don't want to have twins as a panda normally, since they're going to invest the limited energy that they have into trying to raise usually just one of the two to being the healthiest little panda that they could be. And when pandas have babies, they're actually really, really small, and I've heard cases where sometimes the moms just lose them because they are so tiny and are like, I'll try again next time. So pandas aren't known for being particularly good parents. They can be good parents, but they don't go out of their way to be like really wonderful, like a mama robin or something like that will defend their young to the end. And that actually contributes a little bit to the struggle of keeping the panda population up, which is why so often when you see pandas in all of those like clips where a zoo or an institute is celebrating a new baby, they, like humans are like helping the baby. They're like, okay baby, here, have a bottle, like please mom, don't roll over on your baby. The ideal would be if pandas could take care of their own young, but they are a good example of the fact that animals in the wild usually assume that they'll always have a chance to have more. So yeah, just some fun random panda facts that might sound a little bit sad, but it definitely shows the many unique struggles that pandas face as a species to try to keep themselves going, and one of the reasons that you might see so many human intervention in trying to keep their population up. But alright guys, that being said, Gwen is in good hands, and she's been selected by our LaBARKatory to be able to be our mama panda because she happens to be so motherly and have such a good personality, a panda personality, for being able to take care of her young. And then we've got Tanner! Tanner is actually a rescue Pomeranian who really didn't have a great start to life. The people who ended up adopting him had a lot of animals and they didn't really take as good of care of them as they should. And for quite some time, Tanner lived on the scrappy edges of the home that he was part of, struggling in the yard against stronger dogs in order to find his little bite of kibble. And when he was taken in by an animal rescue sanctuary and rehabilitated, he learned the glory of being flea-free for the first time in his life, the feeling of having a brush going through his fur, and the joy of chasing balls that people would throw for him. And after Tanner was fostered long enough, he actually ended up being adopted by somebody who works in the LaBARKatory, perhaps one of you guys, as a former LaBARKatory staff member, lab assistant. And eventually Tanner actually ended up being a part of this program where we are going to see what happens if we combine Panda and Pomeranian genes. So he's come a long way, and now he is quite excited to be able to enter a new phase of his adult life as a dad. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we have our very motherly and relaxed Gwen, who, by the way, was designed by Kalino, creator of ever so many amazing animal mods for The Sims 4, and adorable little Tanner here, the Pomeranian, who looks a lot like my grandma's old Pomeranian, to be completely honest. But alright guys, let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and start mixing these genes. Oh, that's a cutie patootie. But we need Tanner's genes, so. Oh, wow! Tanner, he looks just like you! But I can actually see. Oh, actually, I can't tell if these are the panda ears or Tanner's ears. They kind of look like the panda ears, to be completely honest. Huh. Well, guys, I hope you will all welcome Finn from Fallon Finn. And Finn, I'm so glad that you are enjoying all of our LaBARKatory adventures. They remain ever so popular and ever so exciting because you just don't know what's going to happen. It really is a delightful example of the variety of life that we can see out there. And Finn, you are going to be a loyal but stubborn, active little panda dog. And I think panda dog is the perfect way that we will describe this crossbreed species. But as always, I love to hear your guys' suggestions, like Pomeranian and Panda. Pandamanian? Panda? A Panda? Actually, Panda is kind of fun. Finn, you are our very first Panda. Welcome to the family. Oh, this is very exciting. I'm actually really hoping we'll end up with the curly-tailed panda. Like, that's what I'm sort of banking on. So let's go ahead and have another baby. Oh, that's definitely the panda design, but okay. Okay. Curly tail. Not where I thought we were gonna go with this. But again, you can never tell what's going to happen in the lab. So welcome to Tiger from Tiger Monkeys. And holy cow, you have got a lot of great name suggestions. I really, oh, and actually you want to name one of the puppies Rosie. We can go ahead and name this one Rosie for sure. Holy moly, you have a lot of great name suggestions. I'm just going to a lot of great suggestions. Like Dalmatian versus Tiger for a spots versus stripes. Definitely fun. And we will go ahead and copy those. And we will change Tiger to Rosie in your honor. Thank you very much for that. So Rosie, welcome to the family. You are going to be a sleuth who is playful and adventurous, all a delightful mix. I really think that already these two could probably get up to a lot of pandemonium if we left them together. All right, and our next little one is going to be little Pixie! Welcome, Pixie! Oh, what a fun name. I love that. And this is going to be a little Pixie. Maybe she'll end up being like a melanistic panda, but she has a twirly tail! How many twirly tails do we have? We're two for three on the twirling tails right now, you guys. How exciting is that? And Pixie, you're actually going to be quite mischievous because you're extremely playful. You're also a couch potato, so you probably wear yourself out with playing. But when people have their backs turned, you're a bit of a troublemaker. So Pixie, that's such a perfect name for a little puppy, or excuse me, a panda, who is going to try to sneak into the trash when we're not looking. All right. And then let's keep going. All right, and then we're actually gonna have Chip. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, that'll be so much fun. All right, so Chip, you're gonna be in here. And I love your idea of breeding up a Pomeranian Dalmatian and calling them Pomeranians. That's so cute that you actually ended up, like you suggested Pomeranian mixes and you're actually a Panda. That's really fun. And I do think it'd be a great idea to crossbreed the Spirit of the North in the future too. But all right, let's cross our fingers and hope that we end up with a panda. Ah, no panda. All right, well, welcome, Chip, welcome. Darn, I really had kind of been hoping that we would end up with, oh, and there we go, can't have wool. So you're gonna be a vocal and a hunter and a sleuth. Welcome to the family. No pandas just yet. This is actually getting really tricky. However, every single one of these little puppies, people are suggesting some really fantastic crossbreeds. So I feel like every single one of these puppies are born in the lab and they're just like dedicated. They know what they want to do. They know how to be able to help out the LaBARKatory. Quite fun. And Gwen, let's go ahead and we're gonna have, come on Gwen. Okay, that's actually a really cute mix with the ears floppy like that. Come on, Panda, Panda, Panda. Ah, I think Tanner's Pomeranian genes are just too strong. Absolutely too strong. And we're gonna have Adriana. Welcome to the family. Gosh, This is very exciting. I feel like the Pomeranian genes are really strong and they're overriding any of the coloration that the panda may have, which actually raises a good question. Do you guys know if pandas actually happen to have different recessive genes that cause different colorations to pandas? Because I just realized I don't know if there's albino pandas. Probably. I think I may have seen a picture of an albino panda, but you can see pictures of anything on the internet, so I don't know if there actually has been an albino panda. And I would love if you guys could let me know if you have any evidence, like solid, real scientific evidence of different color variations in pandas. And I wonder why pandas are actually black and white. I don't know that. Maybe it's to be like shadowy and kind of blend in with the forest that they go through. Do they have natural predators that they would have needed to evolve some sort of camouflage for? Is it to retain heat? I know a lot of animals have those black spots around their eyes to actually redirect the sun so that they don't have to squint and they'll be able to see better when it's really sunny out. But I didn't think that bamboo forests were that sunny. The mysteries of the panda, friends. It evolved many millions of years ago. I think we actually learned in our Planet Zoo episodes that pandas evolved 10 million years ago or something in that range. And now I have to wonder, what did their world look like 10 million years ago? Alright, well, this and many more questions emerging as we study up these genes that we're mixing and matching with little Adriana, who did not inherit the coloration of a panda and instead is jumpy, stubborn, and aggressive. Adriana, I'm gonna be honest, that's a little bit of a challenging mix, but I absolutely love the sass. I shouldn't. I need to be firm. Even if it's small, cute sass, I need to like have a resolve and not think like, oh, this is adorable. But you're pretty adorable, Adriana. All right, and very last little mix and match. Let's go ahead. Oh, I wish we had panda pattern, panda pattern, panda pattern. Oh, Pomeranian. All right, welcome to little Carrie. Carrie, I do think that a poodle and a phoenix or a griffin would probably turn out amazing, actually. So that has to go on the list too. All right, and Carrie, you are a vocal, adventurous, loyal little pup. And you guys, none of these puppies ended up looking like pandas. Yet. However, I will say that every single person that the random generator picked this time had some fun suggestions for different crossbreeds we can do. And I am very proud and want to give a little round of applause to all of you who keep up those suggestions coming in the comment section, because it will keep these wonderful experiments experimenting and coming in the future. So great job, guys. Let's go ahead and see what these little ones are going to look like. Finn, I think you with your jaw are most likely to be panda-sized. I take back not thinking that just because we didn't end up with a panda pattern, this wouldn't be interesting. Finn! Look at you! Look at you! This is amazing. This is potentially literally the most fluffy creature we have ever had in the lab. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually amazing. All right, Finn, thank you. You are so fluffy that when we took a picture of you for the lab, we couldn't even get all of you in the little square. Look at that. That's hilarious. Finn, I think you just won most fluffy ever in the lab. Rosie, what does that mean for you? Doing pretty good, Rosie. Doing pretty good. You guys, I think that we actually have a lot of fluff. All right, let's see how this goes. And then Pixie! Okay, Pixie's our first tiny one out of this litter, and actually with that long snout and like her name being Pixie and that she's a troublemaker, that's kind of precious. Oh my gosh, I want her in my Sims legacies as like that troublesome dog who's always causing like chaos in the background. Not every dog in our legacies needs to be perfectly behaved after all, because it does add a little bit of spice to have somebody just knocking things down all the time. Pixie, you are perfect. You are just perfect for who you are. I love it. All right, let's see what Pixie's siblings look like. Chip. Oh my goodness. Chip, you are a flat-faced Pomeranian with no tail. You are also very adorable. Oh, all right. And then we've got Adriana. Oh, look at her little tail. Oh, they kind of look like little squirrels. All right, and finally, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, you're really preciously cute too. All right, guys. We ended up with literally the most floofy boy ever, the most perfect pixie. I actually really love her. I should probably share this family on the gallery so that y'all will be able to snag Pixie as a little troublemaker if you want. And quite a few fluffy squirrels, which I appreciate. All right, well guys, thank you so much for joining me and seeing what happens with the first round of hopefully Minnie for Gwen. She is very motherly after all, would love to see many of her offspring, you know, all over the laboratory. And of course with Tanner, who I'm kind of attached to because, you know, he's our little rescue Pomeranian. The results were wonderful. They were inspiring. Keep those comments coming so that we can continue to have many more of these mixes and matches in the LaBARKatory. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.